Hello everybody, welcome to another junk journal with me. I am starting off this video, well, with just that, which may make some of you go, yeah, what are you doing? Especially if you saw the video where I made this journal. But basically it was getting too bulky, I couldn't shut it, so I had to chop off the third little section with the third signature in. If you didn't see the original video where I made this journal, it's basically a DVD case that has a sort of a 3-fold system, and I did a signature within each fold, and it was great at first, but yeah, it just got too bulky, and I couldn't close it, so I've had to cut that third signature off. But what I'm doing for most of this video is those first two signatures are pretty much full. Now there's just a couple of pages here and there that I haven't done anything on. So all I'm really going to do is just go through and add a few little bits and pieces to those pages so there is something on them, but I'm not really doing anything significant, not really documenting anything, adding photos or journaling or anything like that, just adding pretty things really for the most part. So on this one I have that black doily looking thing is from some packaging from a Kaiser Craft embossing folder, and I just put a doily behind that, and then the sticker I put down is the kind of sticker that often go in my creative journal kits or my junk journal kits, but I have to go through all the stickers and everything when my stock orders arrive, and always at least one or two in every packet there's something wrong with it, it's slightly imperfect. So I put those stickers aside, and those are the ones I get to use for myself. So yeah, those are the imperfect stickers. There's nothing visibly wrong with them, it's just like little bits of the backing have disappeared or whatever, and they're just not perfect enough for me to put in kits and sell to people, quite frankly. Anyway, that's all I did with that first page. The second one, I'd already done a little bit of it. I did some decoupage with the napkin and had a little bit of washi tape, but it just needed something else. I found this cute little pocket. I have no idea where it came from, if it was sent to me in Happy Mail or what. I have no memory whatsoever. I just went around the edges with some Distress Oxide in tea dye, and then brought out this white tag, which is from a pack from the Works. I'm obsessed with these tags from the Works. They're just perfect and so cheap. I'm going to buy like 20 packs, I swear. I love them. So I'm just going to do a light bit of decoration on this tag, just adding a few bits of wide and very pretty washi tape. And then I think I found yet another imperfect sticker, and I'm just going to kind of wrap that around the tag slightly, just because it kind of, there needed to be something to join those two ripped pieces of washi tape, if you know what I mean. They looked too weird, something just needed to ground them, and I really like the way that looks. And with clear stickers, I tend to just use my bone folder just to kind of push them down, make sure they're not going to peel up at the edges or anything, especially in a situation like that where I've got it wrapped around something, it's more likely to start peeling off. And then I'm just adding a verse of poetry on there. I am going through The Lady of Shalott at the moment. I usually have one or two poems that I just randomly put in my journal, verse by verse, when I don't feel like journaling personal stuff or journaling about events or anything like that, but I want to see some writing in my journal. Yeah, poetry, song lyrics, whatever. Another page here, just gonna add random bits and pieces that I find. Again, it's mostly I can't talk. Shop stock rejects. Why was that so hard to say? Shop stock rejects. There we go. So that really pretty sticker with the bird on, that little tiny piece there is just a little scrap from a vintage book page. And then I decided there needed to be something on that, as if it was like a little label or a tag. So I pulled out some of the Tim Holtz, are they called remnant rubs, the rub-ons? Something like that. I think they're the Field Notes version or the most recent ones. Anyway, and there was something that looked like a little signature or something, so I put that on there. Then another floral sticker that was imperfect on top of there, and then I think I just add another little leaf sticker or something. There it goes, and yep, that's it. The page itself was already, as you saw, like really heavily decorated and pretty and stuff. It's a printable from Calico Collage, who I am just obsessed with their printables. I've got so many of them, and it already had like a little quote on it and stuff, so I didn't really need to do much to that page at all. And then I've got the last one for this signature. Again, I'm using some packaging from a Kaiser Craft embossing folder. Then it's kind of like matches the first page of the signature as well, because obviously it's the same original paper from the same book and stuff, so it kind of has like a mirror effect sort of thing. I'm going slightly more colourful on this one though. I'm using a Daphne's Diary scrap there, and I've got a quote that I cut out from, I'd bought myself some fancy new paper and I just tested it out with fountain pens, writing different quotes on them. So I just picked one of them. It was a little too tall, so I've cut it down as much as possible, but a little bit is poking out the top as well. Then I added a sticker, and then there's a little wax seal that came from a pen pal. I thought I would stick that on because it was pretty cute, and I think that's it for that page and for that signature. Done. So this next signature had these 2 pages that I hadn't done anything at all with. So I found these little bees that I fussy cut. Again, those are from a Calico Collage printable set. I thought I could put those on that Edith Holden page. They cut, the colour went well, and they looked kind of the same kind of colour and tone and everything next to the drawings of the adders. And then I'm going to write some more, well, sort of poetry. This isn't The Lady of Shalott. I am also obsessed with The Lady of the Lake by Sir Walter Scott. And it's like, it's a very, very, very long epic poem. So it's going to take forever if I want to copy the whole thing into my journals. But I just put a little bit of the first canto on there and then wrote what it was and the poet, the author, whatever. But because there was a lot of white space left on that page, and it looked uncomfortable and awkward to me, so I'm just filling up that little area with some scraps of washi tape, some random sticker flakes from my stash, you know, just a few bits and pieces just to fill up that space, as I said, because it was just looking awkward to me. And then even after I'd done that, I wasn't happy, so I pulled out some of the Field Notes ephemera from Tim Holtz, because obviously it goes quite well with the Edith Holden Country Diary pages. So I put a bigger ephemera piece on the little flappy bit, and then kind of a matching piece on top of that little cluster. And I think that's going to be it for those pages. And then that page on the left, as you can see, is a map page. It's a map of kind of the north of Kent, where you've got the Isle of Sheppey, Herne Bay, Whitstable, if you know the area at all. So there's a big area of sea, so I kind of wanted to do a sea themed thing. I have a lot of nautical and sea themed washi tape, which I don't use as much as I would like, so I thought I would just add little strips of that sea and nautical themed washi onto there. This one here with the little crabs, it's that little bee washi tape, if you remember. Hobbycraft used to have it in stock. It's not sticky at all. It's the most unsticky washi tape of all time, so that's why I added a little bit of glue to there. And then some wider washi down the bottom, and then I needed something else. I was like, well, there needs to be something else on this page. So I have a box that has all my random nautical bits. So if I haven't got, like, not a full collection, anything I see that is vaguely nautical, I just throw all into the same box. And I found this quote, which it will be from the bottom of a Kaiser Craft scrapbook paper. You know, they have quotes on their branding strips. I don't know what collection it was or anything like that, but I thought I would cut that out and have it as a quote just straight on the page going over the washi tape. I'm going around the edges in Mermaid Lagoon because it's a really strong blue, so it will really stand out over the blue sea area. And I think that's about it. Oh no, I think I had a little sticker just under there. Yep, as well. And that's about it for that page. And then, now, what do I do next? I don't know if I have any more blank pages to go, actually. Have I done them all? Let's have a little look. Oh, yes, the centre page. This is another Calico Collage printable. It was from the same one, or the page you saw earlier, the whole blue theme one. I'll try and remember the name of the exact printable set. What is it called? It might be And So She Did, or something like that. I'll try and link it. I'm just adding a few floral stickers from a Mabby sticker book. I tried to put one underneath my signature and then just managed to completely undo the signature, so dope. And because I'd already cut it, I couldn't retie it, so I have very firmly put those stickers over the twine so it's like really fixed in place and the signature's not going to come undone. Adding some more of the Lady of the Lake onto there because I couldn't think of anything to journal. I think part of the problem is because I do daily journaling as well, like just normal, straight onto paper, no creative stuff, just like stream of consciousness journaling every day. When it comes to doing journaling in my creative and junk journals, sometimes I can't think of things to say because I've already poured out everything into my other journals. So that's another reason why I add poetry and stuff a lot of the time. So yeah, those are those two signatures complete. There are some spaces in the front and back covers which I may go back and add some stuff to. One had a space for a pocket as well, so yeah, I may go back and add a few things to those. But this is the third one, which has a little bit more room left in it, and I wanted to document a particular thing that happened in February. It's pretty much the only thing I've done this year for obvious reasons. But this is when I went up to Sheffield. One of my sisters and I and nieces and things went up to one of my other sisters in Sheffield. I'm making this way too complicated, I'm sorry. Family visited family. One lives in Sheffield. We went and saw the Sheffield Steelers play. That's ice hockey. I've never seen ice hockey before. It's not really a thing, especially in the south of the UK, but further up north it's more of a thing. And so we went to the big stadium and watched the Sheffield Steelers versus I think it was the Dundee Stars. I'm not 100% sure. They did lose, unfortunately, but I still enjoyed it. I found it a really enjoyable experience. I kept the little program thing, and I've just ripped out a couple of bits from there to use to decorate my page. And because their colours are orange, it was an excuse to use orange things, because I'm not a big fan of orange and bright colours like that. I don't tend to use them, but for some reason I still have things in that colour scheme or whatever, so it was a great excuse to use some of that orange washi tape and stuff that hasn't been used for quite literally years. So I do have some photos from this event, like nicer family photos and stuff, which I'll probably scrapbook at some point, but I had just like a couple of the ice rink and a selfie next to the ice rink that were probably like on my Instagram story or whatever. So those are the ones I'm going to put in my junk journal. I managed to find, it's not really orange, it's an orangey red, but just one of those little random 10 by 10 centimetre paper pads from the range or the works or something like that. I was just desperately looking for things in that colour, paper-wise, to back my photos, but I found these little scrappy pieces, and because I probably won't use them for anything else, I just sort of tore them up and layered them up behind the photo and stuff. And then I think once I've got the photos down, I'm going to add just a little bit of journaling on that plain side of the spread, just stamping the date first, which is like 15th of February or something. It feels both so long ago and like last week all at the same time, but again, it's, as I said, it's like the only thing I've done this year that's worth noting, I feel like. Anyway, then I just wanted to go through my stash and look for a couple of embellishments, stickers really, to embellish the page with, looking for orange things. But I did find some sticker flakes of some popcorn, which just kind of worked with the whole theme, and a hot dog, which works because we had hot dogs at the event. And then I found like this little orange heart and a little quote on an orangey red background. And then I think I pulled out that Mambi adulting stickers. I thought that might have some bright colours in. I found that little sort of orange ribbon thing, I think that said Saturday Yay, and I put a little phrase inside the ribbon, but I can't see what that says. And then I found another couple of orange stickers in a Simple Stories Carpe Diem sticker book, and yep, that is it. There we go. So thank you so much for watching. I hope I didn't give you too much of a shock when I cut my journal into, well, not into half, into 2/3 and a third. Anyways, links as always in the description box. Please leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Chat to me down in the comments. I am now going. Thank you so much again. Bye bye.